One weeping Halloween night, nestled in the heart of a thunderstorm, a boy named Timmy lay in the jittery half-sleep of fear. Rain lashed against his bedroom window, the droplets racing down the glass like frightened tears. The occasional boom of thunder rattled the walls, making the loose latch on his closet door tremble. Each flash of lightning cast jagged, fleeting shadows across the room, morphing his desk lamp into a twisted figure and his chair into the silhouette of a crouched monster. Timmy had just returned from trick-or-treating with his friends. The night had been filled with laughter, candy, and the thrill of trading spooky stories. They had taken turns trying to outdo one another, conjuring gruesome tales of monsters and spirits. But one story, told by his friend Eric with a conspiratorial whisper, had struck Timmy like a cold hand gripping his heart. "They live under your bed," Eric had said, his face pale in the glow of a street lamp. "Not ghosts, not monsters. Shadows. They wait until you're alone. They watch while you sleep. And sometimes, if they're hungry enough, they reach for you." Timmy had laughed nervously at the time, but now, in the oppressive quiet of his room between the thunderclaps, Eric's words clawed their way back into his thoughts. He pulled his blanket tighter around him, leaving only a narrow slit to peek out at the room. The storm raged on, filling the silence with crashes and howls. But Timmy was no longer comforted by the noise. It was the pauses between the booms that frightened him most. In those moments of stillness, his imagination filled the void with every horror his friends had described. Ghastly faces leering through the window, skeletal hands reaching out from the closet, and worst of all, the sinister shadows under his bed. Then, in one of those rare deafening silences, Timmy heard it. A soft scrape. He froze, every muscle locking in place as if his body were trying to convince him that stillness could make him invisible. His ears strained, hoping he'd imagined it. But there it was again, a dragging, shuffling sound, louder this time, coming unmistakably from under his bed. Timmy's heart pounded in his throat, and he clutched the blanket so tightly his knuckles ached. He squeezed his eyes shut, willing the noise to stop, to be nothing more than a trick of the storm. But the scrape came again, followed by a faint, almost imperceptible whisper, like dry leaves brushing against each other. "It's just my imagination," he told himself, though his racing pulse betrayed his doubt. "Shadows can't hurt me." But Eric's words lingered, chilling his thoughts. "They wait until you're alone. They reach for you." Summoning a courage he didn't know he possessed, Timmy sat up. His hands trembled as he reached for the flashlight on his nightstand, the cold metal a small comfort in his sweaty grip.